vinyasa yoga. The type of yoga you're going to be practicing, the asana practice that you're going to be practicing today, is vinyasa yoga, and mixed with a little bit, it's a little eclectic, so a little bit of vinyasa yoga mixed with a little bit of ashtanga yoga, okay? What is vinyasa? Vinyasa is a link, a connection, it's the chorus, linking your mind, your body, and your spirit. So we always do the same sequence, that's your vinyasa. Just like a song, you know, you guys have a song, the lyrics play, and then what happens is the lyrics play and you come back to the chorus, okay? So that's what vinyasa is. So I'll say vinyasa, and you'll know what sequence we're doing. Okay, that's important. What is yoga? All right? Let me look around. Okay. Yoga, let me tell you what yoga is not first. It is not a religion. It is not a religion. Okay? Yes, you practice yoga just like you're a practicing Catholic, you're a practicing Christian, you're a practicing Muslim, you're whatever it is. But this is not a religion. This transcends all religions. It unites, empowers, inspires, and it releases your inner spirit so that you can be who you are. The true essence of who you are. Because what happens is all day long we walk around and we bump into walls and blocks and things because we think we're supposed to be a certain way. Right? And that certain way is here. It's in our mind. Because we think that we shouldn't do this or we shouldn't do that or we shouldn't do that. And what yoga does is to bring you down inside, ground you, to find the light that shines inside you so that you can shine outward. That's what yoga is. It's a transformational journey. It is a journey to find the connection between your mind, your body, and your spirit. Okay? It stretches your body as much as it's going to stretch your mind. It's going to bump your thoughts. Okay? It is a breath control. It is body strength. It is mind awareness. That's what it is. It's a journey to find these things. And it begins to work from the inside out. You see, all day long what we do is we work from the outside in. Same thing in the breath. When we move today, what we're going to do is we're going to follow the breath. How many times have you guys walked around following your breath? Yes? No? How many times do we technically walk around mindlessly and expect the breath to follow exactly what we do? How many times? All the time. Daily, right? We don't think about it. We get up and the breath has got to follow what I do. If I'm walking fast, my breath's going to move fast, right? If I'm walking slow, my breath moves slow. Here, we're going to take it and we're going to turn it upside down. We are going to follow the breath. The connection that comes through the nadis channel, down through the chakras, down through from your universal chakra to your amazing center of energy, comes from following the breath, comes from the awareness, right? When you become aware of yourself, you become aware of your thoughts. And your first homework here, so write this down in your notebook. Your first homework is this. your first homework is to write down 10 thoughts a day for the next 10 days. You're going to write down 10 thoughts a day in this journal that you're writing in right now. Okay? And for those of you that are like type A personalities, sort of like me, that want to get it done and get it done and get it over with and get done, it doesn't work that way. You're not going to be able to run and say, okay, I'm going to write my thoughts now. Right? You can't write the 10 thoughts for that day. Right? Because what I want you to do is I want you to make this a journey. Okay? Let me give you an example what I mean. How many of us know how many thoughts, approximately how many thoughts we have a day? Raise your hand.
Maybe like a few over 100.
Over 100? Okay. Maybe even 1,000. Anybody else? Give me some numbers. 2,000. Over there in the back. 5,000. Over here. 2,000.
324,000.
Okay, 324,000. All right. Brain research has proven that the mind has over 1 million thoughts a day. 1 million thoughts a day. How many of those thoughts are you aware of? Maybe 10? Right? But see, one of the critical things that you need to understand is this, and I'm going to write this up here so that you can write it down there. And this, my friends, is the essence of your life. This is true to what you're living right now. Your thoughts create your beliefs, and your beliefs create your reality. Let me say that again. Your thoughts create your beliefs, and your beliefs create your reality. Let me give you an example. How many of you guys know, you can move over here if you want. How many of you guys know someone that says to you, every winter, whenever it starts to rain, I catch at least 2 or 3 colds a year. If I walk barefoot on concrete, within a few days, I'll have a sore throat. I can't do that because every time I do that, this happens. Does anybody know anybody like that?
Yes.
You see, the mind is so powerful that it will make it happen. You don't even realize how powerful your mind is. Because if you did, you would not be here. Right? The mind is so powerful that it will manifest for you exactly that which you are thinking about, that which you are emoting, that which you are feeling. Okay? Now, all of this has to do with this. Let me give you an example of my reality back when I was your age, because at one time I was your age. I had a boyfriend. He was the center of the football team, and every girl on campus wanted him. Right? weather was cloudy, I knew that he was going to break up with me. Something just told me. And you know what? I thought about it.
And it happened.
I created the feeling. It became a belief. I plugged into that belief. And I'll tell you what, every time it was cloudy, he would break up with me. I affirmed my own thoughts. I affirmed my own thoughts. That's what affirmation does. If you continue to say, I can't do this, I'm not smart enough, guess what? You won't be able to do it, and you'll never be smart enough. See, we don't realize the power of our words. So that's what yoga does. It helps us to come into play here, to take a look at what's happening in here. And that's why I'm giving you an assignment that's asking you to write down your thoughts. Now let me give you some other random thoughts and see if you haven't had these thoughts. You're walking down the hall right here. You come out of this classroom, you're walking down the hall. Somebody bumps into you, and the moment that person bumps into you, you're so mindlessly walking that the only thing that happens in here is bitch. Yes? Right? Or somebody you go to buy something at the store, and that person's having a really bad day, and the first thing you think about is, God, what's up your ass? Right? Immediately, those are the thoughts that we don't think about, right? That we're not even aware that we're doing that. And every thought that we have creates an emotional release in our body, and it creates what we call an energetic release, and it shoots out and it emotes out, and that which you are doing comes back, right? Because we are energy, and energy never stays in one place. Right? How many of you guys know somebody that always says, I don't have money, and guess what? They don't have money. Does anybody know anybody like that? No?
Yes.
Raise your hands. How many of you guys know that? Yes, of course. Right? And how many of you guys know somebody that says, I can't do this, and you know they're forever never doing anything? Right? So you speak what you think first. Notice that. Right? You speak what you think. First you think it, yeah? Then you speak it. Then it becomes an energy ball around you, and then guess what? It attracts that which you are speaking, that which you are feeling, that which you are emoting, and boom, it becomes your reality. You see exactly what you're feeling. Your thoughts create your beliefs, and your beliefs create your reality. And now let me give you something else. You should not believe what I'm saying. I don't want you to believe what I'm saying just because I have a title or maybe 2 or maybe 3. I want you to experience it. Right? Because what we believe is because we have attached ourselves to that. Right? Everything you believe, right? It's because you have attached yourself to that belief. It resonated with you. You attached yourself, and now it becomes your belief. And guess what? Now it becomes your reality. So let me give you an example. If you believe that, let's say that you don't deserve having enough money, guess what? You're never going to have enough money. Because somehow you're going to sabotage yourself. It always works that way. You're going to sabotage it. Okay? And so what this exercise is going to do is going to tell us what kind of a thinker we are. So that we can take a look at this and say, whoa, that thought is not serving me anymore. I need to release that thought. Okay? It's not serving you anymore to think that you cannot do something. Right? It's not serving you anymore to think that you can't graduate, because that's the main varying thought. It's like, I'm never going to make it. Continue to tell yourself you're never going to make it, and guess what? You will never make it. So we now are going to take a look at our thoughts. We're going to take those thoughts and we're going to turn them into positive thoughts, affirmations, and we're going to take action to make it happen. Because nothing happens without action, yes? So I can say I'm the nicest person on the face of the earth, and I'm going to stand right here, and I'll never move from this spot, but I am the nicest person that ever hit the face of the earth. I'm really nice. I believe it. I really feel it. I'm really nice. But guess what? No one else is going to know it unless I what? Take some action, move, and say, here, let me help you. Here, let me donate. Here, let me show you. Here, how can I be of service? Right? Unless I take the action to make it happen, it's not going to work. Right? So then that little, the action part, okay, the action part is actually turning the key. Right in the car. Right? Yes? Because you can get in the car, you can say, I'm going to go, and I'm going to drive over here, and you get in the car and you sit down, and guess what? You ain't going anywhere unless you turn the key, right? You've got to take the action to turn the key. Right? And then you go. Right? Hopefully you're not parked in front of your parents' garage and then go through it. And hopefully you got it in drive. Right? Because if you don't got it in drive and you hit the gas, then you go backwards and crash into your father's truck. Right? So, you've got to make things happen. And before we make things happen, we've got to know what it is that's going on in here. What are our blocks? What are our thoughts? And then we move them through our energy system. We move them through our body and we release them because those no longer serve us. Yeah? All right, so you're going to take this notebook with you wherever you go. Wherever you go. This is going to be your companion. Say hi. Hi, baby. You're going to be with me all the time. Right? Because I want you to become aware of your thoughts. I want you to take a look. How many times? And you might even be sitting here thinking, this bitch is crazy. She's full of it. As soon as I can get out of here, I'm out of here. I'm dropping this shit. Right? That might be what you're thinking, and that's okay too, because like I told you on Monday, when the student is ready, the teacher will come. You may not be ready to hear this. It may be too hard for you to be able to hear this, and you're already resisting, right? And that's okay. But you'll hear it again, because there's a reason for the fact that you're here listening to this right now today. Okay, so questions on the homework.
Yeah. For how many days?
10 days.
10 days.
I make it real easy for you. 10 thoughts, 10 days.
Can we start today?
You can
I mean,
start any
like
day you
right now.
want. 10 thoughts, 10 days. The other part of the homework is this, and it's on the email. You need to buy the book, and you need to read the introduction, and then you need to read, start reading on the first chakra, okay? Because we're going to be working on this, right? So I sent you the link. If you don't have the link by this afternoon, send me an email, and I'll reply with the link, okay? I do reply to your emails. Your emails are important to me. What you have to say is important to me, okay? So don't be afraid to just remember, I'm on a time budget, guys. Don't write me a book.
So we have to have a credit card?
You have to have an ATM. And if you don't, then maybe you can pair up with somebody else. Okay? Because I don't have any, it's an ebook, right? It's an ebook. So you don't even have to print it. This is my example copy that was given to me by the publisher. Okay? So it's an ebook. If you've got a Kindle, if you got an iPad, if you got a computer, you can download it right onto there. Okay? It's on Amazon.com, or it'll say the link and it'll give you instructions on how to download it. Okay? Right? So if you don't want to print it, don't print it. Don't kill any trees if you're not going to, keep it on your computer and just read it. Are we good? All right, so let's learn how to breathe.